What's up, guys? Justin here, PrimeDriven.com with the winner of PDG 36. Why don't you tell everyone your name, where you're from, and what you bought to get entered?
My name is Thomas Ferentz. Everybody calls me Tommy, but right now I'm in North Cape May, New Jersey, and I actually bought the 180 SX hoodie here, as well as the 180 SX T-shirt, and ironically enough, won a 180.
How about that? That's a pretty appropriate shopping scenario there.
I will definitely agree with that one.
So how did you originally find out about Arguable?
Actually, I ran across you guys on Instagram.
Okay. And like whereabouts? Like months ago, years ago? How long you been around?
Towards the end of 2019.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So wow.
So this was actually the fourth contest that I entered with you guys.
And were the other ones some of the other Nissan ones?
A couple of them were the Skylines.
Yeah.
And then I did one of your PrimeDriven daily ones as well.
Oh yeah. Which one of those?
Oh God, I think it was one of the MR2s, maybe.
Okay, cool. Yeah, there's a bit of crossover there in terms of type of car, type of enthusiast of those kinds of cars, small sporty cars, right?
Oh yeah.
Cool. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? What do you do for a living?
I'm an EMT by trade, but I am a set medic for Saturday Night Live in Manhattan.
Really? How long have you been doing that?
Right now, 5 years.
Wow. And how did you end up in that gig? Like, knew somebody who knew what was going on, or just through the EMT stuff? Or
actually, my fiance works for SNL as well as a set medic, and it just came up, and they needed some help filling in on some off location shoots, and she called me and asked me if I wanted to jump on it, and I did, and then we've both just kind of stayed.
No kidding. And what kind of hours is that? Like, is that regular type hours or is it the SNL hours?
Typically we do all the pre-tape sketches.
Okay.
So typically I work Thursdays and Fridays. And then sometimes Mondays when we're doing stuff here at the new building, but definitely Thursdays and Fridays when we do our set builds, and then we do the sketches on actual Friday. We do the shooting.
Gotcha. So you're actually working, around, and interacting with, I imagine at some point with some of the SNL people that people would recognize.
Yeah. It's pretty cool to see them on a weekly basis. I'll say that's definitely a perk to the job, is getting to know.
That's cool. And I obviously, without going into specific names, but overall, are they pretty cool people?
Oh, absolutely. Very humble, very down to earth, very approachable. Conversations like everyday normal people, because that's what they are.
Right.
Just have on TV on a weekly basis.
Right. That's cool.
They're pretty cool, and I've had an opportunity to say to a couple of them, without mentioning any names, what's going on here, and they're all pretty excited about seeing it up here at the building. So,
really?
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a lot of photo shoots in the future here.
Well, that'd be awesome to see one of our cars, somewhere in the ecosystem of the SNL crowd. That'd be awesome.
We can always hope. Hope.
Yeah. But even just them knowing about it is cool.
Oh yeah, it's definitely pretty cool, man. It's definitely one of the most exciting things that have happened to me at all. Never thought I'd win a car. I mean, I love the hoodie. I love the color. Honestly, really, I didn't know if I would win or not, but it was worth the chance, and I got some really good stuff in the meantime. And it honestly, still in shock at this moment, man.
Yeah, that usually lasts at least until a week or two after the car shows up.
Yeah.
And then it starts to really sink in.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm stoked, man. I can't wait to get behind the wheel of that thing.
Awesome. So why don't we do a quick car history? What have you had? Who got you into cars? What's the story?
I mean, I've had a pretty eclectic group of cars there. I've had an '84 Porsche 944 Turbo.
Love it.
dropped back, had a Nissan Maxima for a while in high school. What got me into racing originally was my 88 Mustang GT.
Oh, Fox Body. I raced one of them in Lemons.
Yeah, at that time I was just drag racing and sold that and ended up getting my first RX-7.
Oh, what
And
year?
the first one I had was an 88 GTU.
Oh, so 88 would have been a Mark 1, right? An F.
No, it was
That F.
FC.
Oh, that is the FC. 88 was the FC.
Yeah,
Was 87 the end of the FB?
the FB, I believe, ended in the early 80s.
Oh, was it
And then
earlier? Okay, all right. A neighbor of mine had one when I was growing up. I remember seeing it and being like, "What the heck is that thing?"
so used during that time and ended up having 5 RX-7s.
Wow.
Finally got tired of the rotary and I did an SR20 swap.
I was gonna ask, how many motors you go through?
Oh, during that time frame, I think I blew up like maybe 5 or 6 13 BTs. I mean, they're great cars, man. They shock people because it's a little 1.3 liter, but they're a little high maintenance to maintain to keep them running properly.
Yeah.
Oh, and then a friend of mine that was in the military that was stationed at Shaw Air Force Base got me into watching some the JDM option videos and grip videos, and that kind of sparked the drifting for me. And it just kind of took off. And this was back in the MySpace days. I actually got my wiring schematics for my SR swap into the FC from Chris Forsberg.
No
Because him
kidding.
had done an FC with an SR swap in it. So started doing like cone chasing at events in Georgia for Battleground Engineering for their Drift Fury series down there. And then ended up meeting my guys at Drift MB and just kind of jumped in and ended up sponsoring the events for years and just learned how to drift, how to judge, how to set up courses, all thanks to a friend of mine named Jeff Kipe and Marshall Eggerling. And MB series is still running to this day. They actually run at Rockingham Speedway in North Carolina now.
That's awesome. Wow.
So
So that's a long journey.
Yeah, so I started messing around with it in late 2004. And the last time I slid a car was last year at the Myrtle Beach Speedway before they decided to tear it down. So, I mean, it's been a while, almost 2 decades. So, I mean, I've ran my own series all throughout the Southeast. I've traveled, I've taught, I've helped other series and sponsored series. Created quite a little drift family, man.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I know a bunch of the guys. While the 180 was going on, a bunch of the guys, were replying back to emails, about like, initial D and stuff like that, in reference to like this, to the car. So I was like, that's cool.
I've always loved the strawberry face swaps ever since Njuku had their twins when Formula Drift first started up.
Yeah, our local fabricator who recently moved, but he used to do some early Formula D, like 10 plus years ago, or maybe it was even more. And he was talking about like how insanely different it was. Obviously, like it was when it was just starting off in America. It was so small, and then and then what it became.
Yeah, back in the day, you used to be able to be competitive with 300-400 horsepower. Now everybody's over 1,000 horsepower in the series.
Right.
So it's greatly changed, man, and it's been awesome watching the growth of it, and even seeing some of the younger guys starting to come into it now. And it's still, for the most part, man, I love grassroots. I will always love grassroots. I love getting people hooked on it and just watching them grow as drivers.
Yeah, it's cool to be around long enough, to see that, kind of evolution happen, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. And I mean, it's still growing. It's still doing what it needs to. So I'm interested, I'm definitely going to jump back into it. Not necessarily with this car, because it does not need to see walls and guardrails. Do have another chassis that I do have, and I just got that running not too long ago. So I'll have that up in Jersey here soon as well. Another S14.
Cool, cool, cool. I guess it's pretty obvious at this point, but I always ask this question. What was it specifically about our car that got you excited?
Again, the S15 swap front end.
Yeah.
Always been my favorite on the Kooky hatches. I love the way it looks. It just goes with the car so well.
Yeah. Yeah. It really does look like it's supposed to be there, right? Like it doesn't look like a graft.
No, it does not.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Cool. I guess is there anything else you'd like to say to the people watching?
Just try your luck, man. And I mean, worst case scenario, you end up with a nice shirt, nice hoodie, nice hat. It's good quality products, and who knows, you might be the next winner. I mean, I honestly didn't think it would be me until I woke up to the missed calls and text messages from you. And it honestly, dude, man, it couldn't have come at a better time, because currently I don't even have a car on the street because my IS 300 just jumped timing on me.
Great car though.
Oh yeah, I've loved my IS 300. I've slid a couple of them, and they're great dailies, man. They really are, especially for a big body car 4-door, man. They're nice to slide. They're fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, congrats again. I'm super excited for you. I hope it gets some fun use and doesn't see any walls anytime soon.
Yeah, no, it'll drive to the track and be at the track, but it's not going to be on the track. Now, I'm not saying I'm not going to do donuts and burnouts, but I don't see myself having that full commitment to put it on the wall like I do with my other cars.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Well, Tommy, great seeing you on video here. Congrats again. And I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
All right.